بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له. ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله ونشهد أن محمدًا عبده ورسوله. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم: إنما الأعمال بالنيات. صدق الله العظيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. All praise be to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who has once again given us an opportunity to sit in Allah's house, to listen to and ponder over the words of Allah and His beloved Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. As you all know, over the past few days we have started the new Islamic year, and we are now in the month of Muharram. So usually what happens when a year passes by, we have in our Gregorian calendar, so when it goes from 2022 to 2023 and then 24 and 25 and so on, you have your fireworks at midnight, and you have so much joy and happiness. I lived another year and I'm getting older, my hairs are getting grayer, and I have more stress. So this is what living in the West has made us. We see these things, but as a Muslim, another year passing is another moment to ponder, to think that another year has gone of my life, another year has passed of my life, and what is my situation? Where am I with my relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Where am I in my relation with my family? Where am I with my kids? Where am I with my family, friends, neighbors, everybody? That it is an opportunity for us to think about all of these things. And the reason why we have to think of these things is because it is a year closer to our leaving from this dunya. Now, nobody knows, nobody is guaranteed about how long they will live in the dunya, when they will be taken away, how they will live, all of these different things. And just on that topic, this morning in the hadith we read that Rasulullah mentioned a person who has his he has his provisions for the day, he has health, and he has the security of his family. He has got everything that he could possibly need. There's nothing more which a person needs except he has got these few things. And our deen teaches us the simplicity of life. A deen is very simple. The living of this life that we have in the dunya, it is a very simple life. We have made it hard for ourselves that you have to do all of these different things and then you are considered to be successful. Successful is what a person considers himself as successful is because of the society that he lives in. So society today says that successful is the one who has a big house, who has a nice car, who has his own business and he has no problems. But the person who has these things, he will have or she will have some kind of difficulty, some kind of stress, some kind of issues, because this dunya is not meant to be a place for complete happiness. Yes, we can have moments of happiness and we should have moments of happiness, but at the same time to always remember, as Muslims, Allah has created us for a greater and a better purpose, which is to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to do those a'mal which are going to bring us closer to Allah. And if things go according to the way that we want it, then we say we are grateful to Allah and we say Alhamdulillah. And if things go the way that we were not expecting it, understand it is a test from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Again, say Alhamdulillah in that situation as well. Ya Allah, you put me in this situation, Ya Allah, you will take me out of the situation. So this is the first thing. That in order for a person to be successful and a person to know what they have to do, they need to know what their purpose is. And our purpose is to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So being in this blessed month of Muharram, there are a few things which can be mentioned about the month of Muharram. That why is there a significance? So there is a significance in the month of Muharram because even before Islam came around, all of the Anbiya alayhimus salam, the prophets of Allah, they used to fast on the 10th of Muharram. They would do it, this was just a habit. And even before prophethood came to Muhammad, he would keep this fast. So this was a sunnah of all of the prophets that came from before. They would always fast on the 10th of Muharram. And there are many different reasons why it happened. And one of them is when Muhammad went to Medina, he saw that the Jews were fasting on this day. So he asked the Jews, why are you fasting on this day? He said, this was the day that Hazrat Musa alayhi salam was saved from Fir'aun. And because of that, this is why we fast on this day. So Muhammad said that we are even closer to Hazrat Musa alayhi salam. So we should also keep this fast. And Muhammad said, if I am alive the next year, then we will also keep this fast and we will keep an extra fast. So this year, the 10th of Muharram is next Friday. Next Friday is a day when we should try and keep the fast, and if we are able to, then we should keep on Thursday and Friday or Friday and Saturday. So a person who keeps these fasts, it is as though his minor sins throughout the whole of the year, they get forgiven. Each and every single one of your small sins that you committed, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will forgive those sins. Now there are many other different narrations which have been mentioned about what else happened in the month of Muharram, but some of them, the narrations are weak, so that's why they are not usually mentioned as much. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us this another year to think about all of the blessings that we have, all of the things that we should be grateful for. But at the same time, we have to make an intention. We have to make an intention that what are we going to improve in ourselves with the coming year. And like I mentioned at the start, that when we have the new year of this country, so when it becomes the next year, people will say that, my New Year's resolution is I am going to lose weight, or I'm going to become more healthy, or I'm going to get married. I don't know, all of these different things. So someone don't know what a person is going to do. So as a Muslim, we have to think of what we can improve as well. There is our deen. We all know that there are so many different things that we are supposed to do. Nobody becomes a pious person overnight. Nobody becomes like an angel overnight. There's a way of getting there. And the simple example is of a baby. When a baby is born, Yusuf, does it start running straight away? No, it doesn't run. What does it do first? It just crawls. So the baby just crawls. Yusuf said the baby just crawls first. So it'll learn to sit, and then it will crawl, and then it will stand up, will lean against the sofa, fall a few times, and then slowly get to walking and running, and then one day it might even run a marathon. So in the same way, those who have not as strong as they would like, that connection of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it doesn't happen overnight that you become very extremely pious and you spend the whole night in the ibadah of Allah and all of these things. So everything is a step-by-step thing. And as we go on, this is where we have to ask ourselves every day, or we set some targets, some goals for ourselves, that this week, this is what I would like to do. This week I would like to read 1 page of the Quran every day, or maybe 2 pages, or whatever we can. This week I will try my best to come to the masjid for 1 salah every day. This week I will do this. This week I will do. A person has their plan when it comes to things in the dunya for a whole year, for their own business. They set it up. By this year I would like to get to here. By next year I want to have this much money so I can buy a house, so I can buy a car, all of these things. The way that we plan in the dunya, this plan has to also be made for the akhirah as well. That's what are we doing for our deen. If we are not preparing for our deen and ways in order to improve our connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then we are concentrating on the wrong things. So the most important thing is that we prepare for we improve our connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Something simple as just having a few minutes a day, thinking of all the blessings which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us, thinking of everything which we have been blessed with. Everything that whenever we sit and we have these chats, it's just the same thing again and again. Have you ever noticed? Or do you never listen to me? Who knows? If you have ever been listening to me, you say, we just always mention the same things again and again. Reason why? Our deen, it's the same thing that was taught over 1400 years ago. There's nothing new which can be said that, okay, today, this week, this new thing has come into our deen and this is how we can improve it and become better. Our deen is already perfect. Everything that is there in our deen, it is perfect. Muhammad has taught us exactly what we have to do in order to be successful. So the more we look into our deen, the more a person is reminded again and again and again of the simple things which need to be done. This is when we will see an improvement in our lives. If we work on those small things. If I was to come in and say, lock the doors. Nobody's leaving today. We're all going to do all of the a'mal possible in order to make sure that we all go to Jannah. So close the doors, lock the doors, nobody's going home today. We're going to do everything just so that we do what we need to. So very easily a person, we can stay in the masjid all day, do so many a'mal, and then after that, can everybody move closer please? Fill in the gaps. There's quite a few brothers who want to come in, fill in any of the gaps. So, if we were to do that, close the doors, everybody stay here till midnight, do all of your ibadah, and then great, you have filled up your bank accounts and you'll get so much reward. Then what about tomorrow? Tomorrow, then a person will not be able to do, you say, okay, I done so much yesterday, so I don't need to do anything today. This is why our deen asks from us that we do a small amount every single day. Whatever we are able to, but every day improve. Every day try and improve. If we are done 5 minutes of Quran reading today, tomorrow 6 minutes. Go by minute, don't even go up in fives. This is when a person will see some kind of a change in their life. Today we all expect things to happen just magically. Why is Allah not listening to my du'as? Why am I not getting closer to Allah? But then the question has to be asked, what am I doing to make that happen? We have to be honest with ourselves. Be honest with ourselves and try and work on the most simplest of things. Those things which are going to bring us close to Allah is the small things. Allah doesn't want to see that are you able to give £1 million in charity. Allah doesn't want that from you. Allah says that when you are in a bit of difficulty, are you able to turn to Him? When you are happy, can you turn to Him? All of these things is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is asking from us. The more we turn to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the more we ask from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the more that we show to Allah that we need Him. This is when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will be on our side and Allah will do everything possible. So this is why we should always have a good mindset. Try our best to think good of Allah, that we want the best from Allah. The more that will happen, the more it is going to benefit us. So, just as a reminder again, we are in the month of Muharram, and we are able to keep, if we should try and keep the fast next Friday. So we'll be able to keep the fast next Friday, so either Thursday and Friday, or Friday and Saturday. We can try and keep that fast, so that we are able to follow the Sunnah of Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Not only that, but then we get our sins of this year and the previous year, they get forgiven. It's a very easy way to get rewarded. And ask from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless us in these blessed months. Ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala helps us to do ibadah as well. Make dua to Allah. Ya Allah, I want to become close to you. I want to be able to do these things. When we ask from Allah, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give it to us. If we don't ask, then we're not going to get. So this is why it's always very important that we continue to ask from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. May Allah give us all the tawfiq and the understanding to act upon these things. May Allah give us hidayah. May Allah give us the tawfiq to become closer to Him as well. Ameen. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. If everybody can stand up, please fill in.